I got your preparation. That was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't too difficult actually.
Okay, well, the purpose of this review is to look at the last year and see how things have been going, okay? See what's been going well and maybe look at any areas that might need a bit of extra attention.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so, how do you feel things have been going?
Well, my assignment marks have been mostly good. I've been pleased with that. I think I'm quite organised. I try and plan my work carefully and make sure I've gone through the topics thoroughly.
Yeah, that's a real strength.
Yep, and I've already started revising for the revision topics for the exams. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you about the education electives for next year, because I was planning on applying for a PGCE.
Right, well, do you mind if we come back to electives in a moment?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I can see that your preparation is really paying off. I wish more students were like you. All your essay marks are excellent. And you made a really good attempt at the literature review. So, what about areas for development then?
I don't really know. Can't think of anything really.
Okay, well, perhaps I can help. According to your feedback, one area you might need a bit of help with is oral presentation.
Oh, you mean the group presentation? I hated that. All the others in my group were pushing ahead with their ideas, and no one once asked me what I thought. There was this really arrogant guy in my group too.
You didn't get anything out of it.
Well, I've never really been good in teams. All the others seem to let you down or criticise you. Earlier in the year when we were doing this group project, everyone left everything till the last minute and was messing around, and I ended up doing nearly all the research. And then I got the blame because the presentation wasn't very good, but it wasn't my fault that we hadn't sorted out the responsibilities. I just felt really used.
Sounds like you had quite a bad experience. Was there any way you could have made it better?
Me?
Yeah, that's one of the main things to learn from teamwork, that we all have a responsibility to make it work. Don't you remember the tutor saying that?
Yes, but I don't know how. I don't know what I could have done.
Okay, well, maybe that's an area that we need to work on. Next year, there's a module that you have to do, which is a group project, okay? And the marks are allocated according to how the group works together as well as the final outcome. You need to make a significant contribution to that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I know you've heard it before, but teamwork really is important in the workplace, especially if you want to go into teaching. So if you're serious about that, it's an area you do need to work on.
Okay, so should I put that down as an area for development?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And we can talk about how you can get better in teams as well. I know the Student Union do some training and the Study Skills Centre as well, so that's a good place to start.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Now, I can see that you've put down saying what I think. Is that about how you are in discussions?
Well, my feedback said something about not participating, so I thought maybe I should put something down to do with, well, getting people to listen to me, I suppose.
You mean the comment that says you find it difficult making contributions to the discussion in class? Can you explain why?
Not really. I'm just not keen on discussing things round and round in circles. I'd rather spend the time on my own reading. It does take up a lot of time to read all the books.
Is that the same in all your modules?
Some are okay. I do find it difficult though to push forward with my ideas, especially when there's others in the group that criticise you or contradict me before I've hardly even started. It makes me feel stupid.
So you feel like your ideas aren't listened to or respected?
Maybe it's more me. Maybe I'm not sure I know enough or I haven't planned my ideas out properly.
Well, you don't need to have ideas to make a useful contribution, you know. As long as you're listening to other people when they're talking attentively, which I'm sure you do, then making short comments can help things move along. Things like, that's a good idea, or I hadn't thought of that before.
I suppose some people do that.
It's funny, but it's a really small thing, but everybody appreciates it, okay? And then you might feel more involved. Also, they might involve you more and give you more space when you need to say something.
Well, it's something to try. I know I've got to work in groups sometimes.
Absolutely, especially if you want to go into teaching. And it's not just about working better in teams, okay? Or getting a better feedback in the classroom. I think it would be a good idea to go to careers and talk to them about teaching, okay? See if it's what you really want to do. See what it's all about, what it's really like. if the demands match your skills. You're going to have to find out what it's about for the application form anyway. I know classroom experience is really important.
I did a bit a few years ago. I thought that the education electives would look impressive on a PGC application, but maybe I do need to check out what exactly is needed. I did think a bit about volunteering in a school.
Now that's a really good idea. Not only would it give you experience in teaching, but it would also help you build your confidence with other people.
Yeah, I suppose at the moment I don't really get much chance to mix with other people outside my course, other than my flatmates, but they don't really count. It's a bit scary though.
Oh, I can understand that. It's new.
Yeah, I can see this mixing with strangers bit is a weak area.
But as you build your confidence, it will get easier every time, okay? Now, is there anything else that would help you practice?
Someone on my blog said something about a local history project, which sounded really good.
Okay, well that's another opportunity. Now you've got some good ideas, why don't you write them down and write some specific action plans?
Okay.
Perhaps you can list all the things that we talked about today and the things that we've suggested, and think about any resources that you might need and email a copy to me. You know what an action plan is?
Yeah, we did those at school.
I still do. So can you send me an action plan, let's say by Friday?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, now, shall we return to the electives before we finish?
Do you have a list? Because I'm thinking maybe I should go and chat to careers about teaching first, before making the decision.
I think that'd be a good idea.